Welcome to The Buzz, where we bring you leaders in dental education, discussing hot topic courses and industry trends. I'm your host, Vanessa Emerson, founder of Dental Speakers Bureau, and I'm really excited to be here today with Darren Kaberna. Thanks for being here, Darren.
It's my pleasure, for sure.
Thank you. Now, Darren has a couple of courses available, which you'll see on his Dental Speakers Bureau listing. If you would like more detail on any of these courses, just pop open that course information and you'll see an additional video. For the purpose of this interview, I've asked Darren to give us an idea overall about his courses. Now, let me give you a little background on Darren. He has more than 25 years experience in dentistry. He also has earned an MBA in finance and marketing, and he uses neuroscience to help audience participants transform. So with that, Darren, I'm going to ask you to start us off by, if we don't know anything about you or your topics, what would be important for the event planner to know about your presentations?
Well, first off, they're very, very interactive and they're very high energy. And the reason being is having gone through my MBA, I've sat through plenty of sleeper courses outside of dentistry, of course, when doing my MBA. And it became very important to me that when I deliver product or presentations to people, to make sure that they're very interactive, they're very engaging, there's something that people can take action on immediately, as opposed to some theoretical classroom sort of setting. That was one of the challenges I found in grad school. It was so classroom oriented that it wasn't practical in the real world. And I want to make sure everything I do is very, very practical for people.
Awesome. We know that most event planners are looking for that sort of thing because we know there's been studies done that there's much more ROI for the attendee and the meeting as well. So what are the topic areas that you speak on?
Over the years, I've spoken on just about everything, but the main focus as of late seems to be case presentation, team issues, patient psychology. And what you'll find across all of these topics is we use a lot of neuroscience in what I do and how I interact with people. And the neuroscience, I think, is important because we all get stuck in these patterns in life, right? Where we do things the same way repetitiously over and over again, and then we wonder why we don't get different results. And the challenge there from a neuroscience perspective becomes, how do you interrupt that pattern and replace it with a different pattern and one that generates a different result? And so when you take the science, the neuroscience and psychology of how people think, and then you combine that into dentistry, it's pretty cool to see the results you can get for offices or attendees.
And I can see where that would be a common thread through each of those topics. I think you said case presentation, team building, and then patient behavior, or how patients think. I can see how that the neuroscience would apply to all of those. And it also feels like these are probably courses that are for the entire team, not just the dentist. Would that be accurate?
For sure, for sure. Anyone who's client or patient facing, it would be appropriate for what I'm doing. Absolutely.
Great. And then for the event planner who might want to do a combo, like maybe take a little from different courses, are you able to customize?
Yeah, absolutely. That's not a problem at all. I mean, like I said, there's so many topics I've spoken on over the years that to even try to narrow it down to 3 for the benefit of what you do was challenging for me. If someone wanted some custom-made sort of program, that would not be an issue at all.
Oh, got it. So then we could do even up to a full day if that was desired. Perfect.
One of the most common bits of feedback I often get with a lot of my courses is they come in like the one-day format, and at the end they're like, man, I wish this was 2 days long, which is awesome feedback to get and a great compliment. So yes, it's not a problem to come up with full-day content for someone.
Great. Well, is there anything that we haven't talked about that would be important for the event planner to know about your programs?
I guess the only thing additionally that I could think of is I'm living proof of the stuff that I teach. It's one thing to have classroom topic nature stuff. It's another thing to have I've lived all the neuroscience stuff myself. I've experienced that transformation myself. And as a result, being able to share that with others so they can have breakthrough, because most people have a very limited scope of what they think their capabilities are. And to be able to open their eyes and show them how much they can do in life in general is really, really rewarding for me and fun to watch that transformation take place. And most importantly, see how fast that transformation can take place.
That is exciting. It sounds like they're very fast-moving, content-rich presentations. And thank you for bringing them to dentistry. And thanks for sharing your experience with our dental audiences as well as with us here today.
It's my pleasure.
And thank you for tuning in to this episode of The Buzz. You can learn more about Darren's presentations on his Dental Speakers Bureau listing page. When you visit dentalspeakersbureau.com, you can find him under our Find a Speaker section, Darren Kaberna, or you can reach out to me, info@dentalspeakersbureau.com, and I'd be happy to connect you. So until next time, be well, and thanks again.